We're about to have our first senior come in and react to themselves. This is a big moment for me because I've been sitting on this footage for a long time, so.
2 years ago, I asked sophomores at BJU to record a message for their future selves, to be unlocked the week they graduated.
I'm ready.
Here's what happened when we showed them the footage for the first time in 2 years.
Are you nervous?
Absolutely. Now I am, because now I see the lights and I'm like, okay, this is intimidating.
How are you?
Good, how are you today?
Good, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I think positively nervous would be a good phrase.
Are you nervous about this?
I am, just a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Do you remember what you said?
I have an idea of what I said, but I don't think I could get it verbatim.
Sure. We've got a lot of people involved. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into this. Jason Wagner's class did so much. Maddie's given us basically her whole 2 days.
So, weights.
Dumbbells. Just lift them and you get big, so that's why they're important.
Because obviously I have huge muscles.
Oh yeah.
John Murray set up all these lights, gave us this microphone, which it's not in that shot, is it? Okay, all right, cool. All right. Your class came in to college kind of at a weird time. Lots of masks and temperature checks and lots of online options and having to stay in your room if you don't feel good kind of thing. I didn't know if you had any thoughts about just thinking about that as a whole, like that experience, like maybe what it's taught you or what you've seen it teach other people in your life.
It's a lot of dealing with the challenges that God, in His grace, really, His love for us, divinely allows for us, the suffering. It was realizing that our bodies are not of ourselves, especially as Christians. We're supposed to be living sacrifices, allowing God divinely to sovereignly allow us sometimes to be sick, to not be in full health, to not be able to go to class. The reason we're here is to be in these classes from this biblical worldview and to be in chapel together, to be worshiping God. And when that's taken away, it's realizing God in His sovereign will chose to allow you at that time not to be able to do that so that He could work more on you and lead to you being more like His Son in the end.
Tell me a little bit about, we've got a photo, and we've got these 2 items. So just tell me a little bit about why you chose those for your backdrop.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's not yours?
No, it's
not. Oh no,
not.
it's been in your whole interview. It was on your pile.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, sorry, I don't know who that is. I could make something up, but...
I remember more than you bag.
There's nobody on her. We'll put the same lady out there.
What if it's supposed to be for her? Do you think we ask? She comes in here, we be an icebreaker.
Maybe you should ask her if it is.
Yeah, at the jump, be like, do you know who this lady is?
You go ask her.
Disgusting. Yeah, so if they talk to probably Nightingale. Yeah. Oh, okay, well, I'm not going to feel like it's your fault. Figure out who it belongs to. It doesn't. It's Florence Nightingale. She's like a prominent nurse. She's a prominent nurse.
Okay, we think we've solved the mystery. We think that picture is actually Jessica's picture. Because it's Florence Nightingale, because nursing... This is one of the better things that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
It's Florence Nightingale. She's a prominent nurse.
Of course it is. I knew it was there on purpose. Florence, I am so
But she
sorry.
said she didn't include it at all.
So should we?
I told her I was going to put it back together.
Okay. So that's amazing. That is amazing.
And God has, in my most broken times, given me somebody else to serve, which has brought me out of that self and said, okay, God, this is what you're giving to me. Help me to give it to others.
All right, so our next guest is a little bit different. She unfortunately was in a car accident, and so she has a little bit of a concussion. So we're gonna bring her in and then adjust the lights because we still want to hear what she has to say. We want her to react to herself, but we don't want it to be so painful that it's not enjoyable. So come on in, Sarah. Hey, how are you? Come on in. So We want you to sit down and then tell us if it's too much, and then we'll try to adjust lights as we can. So go ahead and sit there. Do you have a highlight, like you think of a moment or an experience or even just like a class or people that was like the highlight of your time at BJU?
So a couple days ago, I got into a car accident and I rear-ended somebody and the airbag deployed and it gave me a concussion. I remember in that moment, it was just like my life flipped upside down. I was like, I lost my car, like my health, like I had to take off of classes because of like my concussion. I just remember like feeling so out of control and like I'm a couple weeks from graduation, like this couldn't happen to me, but it did. And I think it made me realize how quickly life could change in like a second, like just you're driving home from work and then suddenly it's like, you're on the side of the road, like not knowing what to do. It definitely taught me that like things can happen really quickly. There's always the chance that things could go bad, but that doesn't mean that we live in fear of what could happen because like God's in control and like he's in control of the situation. And I'm thankful that like I'm okay, like aside from a concussion. Through this experience, like I've definitely learned that like things are going to work out even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if it feels like your world's upside down, like it's okay and God is in control.
To tell stories like this, to tell personal stories of students who have been through sometimes horrific things, life-changing in a way that they would not have chosen, but to listen to all of them say that God did it for a reason and that they've gotten to know him better as a result, it's just a joy because that's the kind of people that I enjoy identifying with. And as somebody who went to BJU and now sees this next generation of students going out with their heart for the Lord, what they've learned about him, and the way BJU played a role in that is really impactful on me. And I'm just hoping Editing David can tell that story to the rest of the world as well.